Trip is a roadie for the band, and he's kind of like an errand boy, and he's just a mega fan. He like lives, breathes, and will die Metallica, and he'll do anything for the band. In the beginning of the movie, he really hopes that this time he can just watch the concert, because that's what he really wants to do, but then he gets sent on a trip for this bag, and he has to basically go through hell and back to try to bring this bag back to the band before the concert's over.
It's a dark journey. I like the fact that it's a Metallica fan who's surrounded by this madness. Obviously, we have the perfect actor. There's not a lot of lines in this film.
Silence is one of my favorite things in the world. I would prefer not to talk most of the time. And when I'm acting, I think it's really all about the silences anyway. It's never really about what you're saying. So the fact that I was given a job where I didn't have to talk at all was really great.
I can't say enough good things about the acting in the film. Mine especially.
I'm playing in this room and the walls are shaking. It's like an earthquake. And that was my one true connection with Dane. As he's walking by and he looks in that room and he sees me there. It's like I can say, yeah, I was in a scene with Dane DeHaan.
This film was just like one heavy stunt day after another, after another, after another. And it was physically demanding, it was exhausting. And Dane was a gentleman throughout, and he brought it every single time.
He is extremely intense, and he's got these eyes of a seasoned liver, like he's been through life a few times before, and he doesn't really have to say much. You can read his face extremely well, and he certainly did an amazing job at that.
I realized we have a great hero who is battling all these different elements, but you need a great villain to have a great hero. And it wasn't our intention to say good guy, bad guy. It was our intention just to show madness and chaos. But in that madness and chaos, there had to be someone perpetuating it, and that was the writer. But Trip just represents this guy who dreamt of working with this great band, and he's given the opportunity, and he just doesn't want to let him down. And life started to imitate art at one point, because I felt like I was living the life of Trip. You're given a chance by people that you admire, and you don't want to mess up. You know, you don't want to let him down. And then we felt like we were going through hell, much like Trip goes through. It was just a tough shoot for very many different reasons, and it was a very difficult process.
It was really fun, you know, I had a really great experience. It's unlike anything I've ever done, and it was an undeniably cool thing. I'll never do anything like it again, you know, it was just so unique.